Hello, it's Jamie, and you are on my side of the room. And today we have to get all the way up there to grab a bottle of polish because I want to see how it compares to the stuff that we bought that's the same brand. So up there on the top shelf are the things I don't really use very often. In fact, I have to get the stepladder out in order to get those down. So the polishes that I deem cruddier go up on top. The stuff I use constantly is down here and is quite reachable. We cleaned a shelf off so that the hollow tacos could come up because we're out of room and there's a new launch coming Monday. So Ethan got me another rack, which you cannot see through this thing at all. And we put all the KB shimmers over there. And then the really tall things that didn't fit on my actual shelves. So let's get the step stool. Let's pull that polish down. I don't know if it's one bottle or two bottles. I can't tell from here. And we're going to compare it to the stuff that we bought the other day. These are the two bottles of polish from the top shelf that were given to me by a friend of my husband's. And I've swatched them, I've tried them, and I just don't like the coverage, I think was the problem. So when I saw a bunch of other pretty woman nail polish at, where were we, Five Below, I fell in love with the colors, and I was like, oh, but it's that brand, but oh, maybe they're really nice. And so I got these two to start with, and this has got a gold shimmer in it. And then I just thought this purple was incredible. And they're both really nice, and they both have great coverage and good color, and I really like them. And I was hesitant because then they also had this, and I was like, holy cow, that just screams Jamie. But I wasn't sure. So I've bought it. I have not tried it yet. This looks like it's just going to be a topper, maybe a blue jelly. Let's see. Might even be a clear jelly. It's very faint blue jelly. But yeah, see, it's going to be a topper. It's not going to be a full color coverage nail polish, which is fine. It's interesting that none of the big ones came out of that. All I got were little tiny ones. No worries. But I want to try these two again and see. I'll have to find the original swatches of these two and see if they're really as cruddy as I remember them being or not. I know I like this one, I know I like this one, and that's really pretty. And that's definitely a bluish, purplish. Purplish? It's not really blue. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going to swatch this, and we're going to see. As long as we're swatching things, Ethan surprised me with this baby pink kiss gel. I think I used this in another video. I haven't swatched that yet. He bought me those two ILNPs. I have not swatched those yet. Carry and Tan Lines. Really cool. And then while I was at the store picking up this one, I found some more Funky Fingers, and I kind of like the Funky Finger. I love the bottles, but I kind of like some of their colors. So this one is called Blue Jay. That's pretty obvious. It's got a little bit of an iridescent shimmer to it. This one is called Sweet Pea. Oh God, I think I have this one. Where are my Funky Fingers? That's what I get for not checking my own lists. I'm pretty sure I already have this one. I think I can see it on the shelf behind me. And this one's called Raspberry Rose. That was kind of a cool color. So I'm going to do some swatching. Oh, I have one more. This one's called Dead Inside. I don't know what I got this thing with blue nail polishes. Is that it? Oh, I haven't swatched this one yet either. Jeez, I'm way behind. What are you? You got a name? Putting on airs. This one is a Wet n Wild. It's funny that I keep buying these because I'm pretty sure these are on the top shelf. Yeah, they are. But what a great color. I haven't swatched that. Anybody else? Oops. Anybody else? No, there's nothing else laying here that has not been swatched yet. So let's... Wow, that's a lot. Holy cow. Well, we've already done these. Yeah, so that's basically this week's nail haul. Okay, this is what happens when you do not check your lists. Sweet Pea, Blue Jay, and what did I say this was? Raspberry Rose are all duplicates. I have those 3 already. Ethan might kill me. Not really. Okay, first coats. I love the little flecks in this one. This one's called Tan Lines. I do love blue and holographic. Okay, as always, my swatches are going to be 2 coats and a top coat. So even if something clearly needs 3 coats, I always just do 2 on the swatch, and then that way I can tell just by looking at it that it is definitely a 3 instead of wondering, did I do 3 on this one? I love that shimmer. Okay, last one is the Wet n Wild. That is a thin nail polish. Okay. Okay, that is 1 coat of each, and there isn't a single one there that doesn't need a second coat. Although that does, depending on the look you're going for. Pick that up. I mean, that might be what you're looking for. But I'm going to do a second coat so I know what 2 coats looks like. I could stare at that all day. I also have to do my nails. I don't know if you remember, I had a broken nail. I ended up taking it down because it was broken. I have this horrible thing going on. Do you see this white line going up the nail? Do you see how it's broken right there? That's like a permanent break, and I have it in both thumbs. See the line right here? So the ends of both of those nails always break in that spot, and then I always break my nail like up here, which is why it's so crooked, because it broke so high on this side. So they're a mess right now. I just did the cuticles and I haven't oiled them. I should have oiled them. I cut them all down because that one was so bad. It was like, oh, forget it. I just cut everybody down. However, I do think this one is growing now. I mean, obviously my nails are growing, but that disconnect, it's now 9 centimeters from the top of the disconnect to the cuticle. So maybe it is actually growing out, and it's so gradual that I can't really tell. But I hate that nail. Okay, I'm going to do second coats. All right, for just a topper, that's got some pretty good coverage. If you sponge that on, you have really good coverage. But that's a lot of glitter for just 2 coats of topper. I might have to go back and get the other ones. Yeah, look at that. Wow. You're not seeing it as well as I am, but wow, is that gorgeous. So far the only one that isn't a full coverage on 2 coats is this pink one. It is, what's this called? It's a secret. Do these not have names? I'll have to look. I don't know if this Kiss brand has names on their polish. Where did I leave off? This one. All right, 2 coats around, and here's what I've decided. We've got to stop buying Kiss nail polish. It's just, I think it's just too thin. Well, yeah, I just don't like the formula. Wet and Wild, I've got to stop buying those too. It's just too thin. This is 2 coats, and it's not. It's see-through. I mean, and that's a dark color. I mean, compare it to this. Yeah, or I could just bash them together. All right, ignore that part. But can you see the difference between... Here, I'll put the light kind of behind it. You see that? You can't see through the Funky Fingers one, but you can see through the Wet n Wild one. So, no more Wet n Wilds. I'm making this a law for me. No more Wet n Wilds. As for the... I gotta fix this. As for the Pretty Woman one that I didn't think I liked the brand, I kind of like all 3 of these a lot. Like, I would use these. Those cannot go on the top shelf. So now I'm wondering why I didn't like the first 2. What was wrong with these? And I can either find the swatches, or I could just re-swatch them. Neither one of those sounds appealing. I think we'll find the swatches. So those are the swatches of everything I own. So they're in color order. I took Dollar Tree paper towel holders. I had a guy at work cut the top ring off, the top part which would connect the 2 poles, and then I'm just swirling on each pole a different set of colors. So all my reds, all my oranges. I have greens and yellows here, blues and purples down there. And then I did pinks and black, white, gray. Some of them are not glued in place yet, but we'll get to that. Yeah, see, like these. None of these are glued yet, but I'll glue them and I'll fan them out and glue them into place. And it pretty much works. I think they're really pretty. So, the 2 colors I'm looking for, one is a blue and one is a mauve. Mauve would be considered pink, I think. So let's pull out the blue. And come into the light and see if we can find the number of the polish. Alright, so I am looking for 5203. Yes? Yes. Oh. Yeah, see, sometimes you have to go back in and re-glue them because they come loose. 5203. Oh, it's right here. Huh. Look at that. Okay, I've got glue gun strands. I've got dust. I'm finding a problem with my system. Oh, those are supposed to go over there. There we go. Okay. Here it is. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Why didn't I like that? Interesting. All right, I'm going to find the other one This is 5204. It's a mauve, which means I probably put it in the pinks. 5204. What are you? Oh, wow. Okay, that was just kind of hanging there. 5204. I see 5201. Sometimes this helps. 5204. 5. I am not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? 5204. Where are you? It was on the purple rack. It's right here. Yeah, I don't see, I mean, it's a little streaky, but I don't see anything else wrong with it. Yeah, it's kind of streaky and see-through. That might be why I didn't like it. Ooh, what color is that? I like that. 3908. I'm going to look that up. Okay, that one that caught my eye and I thought was so pretty is Eye Glow, which I get at, is that Big Lots? I think it's Big Lots. And it's a set of 3 of these little tiny bottles. I think for $5. And that's the color that my brain went, ooh, want. Because I spotted it right here. Just so many of these are so pretty. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I like my swatch wheels. All right, I need to give them some more time to dry so that I can top coat them. But I think they look, for the most part, pretty good. Like I said, the only ones I'm not pleased with are the Kiss and the Wet n Wild. Other than that, I'm really pleased with all of those.